Emotional wounds open you up to spiritual oppression. What did he just say? Emotional wounds open you up to spiritual oppression. Or instead of spiritual, we could also say demonic oppression. Now, if you're wondering, what in the world is he saying? What is he talking about? Emotional wounds open you up to spiritual oppression. Well, let's define an emotional wound. What is an emotional wound? Well, we know what a physical wound is. If I get, let's say, a cut on the back of my hand here, that would be a physical wound if I were to get a cut there. And well, an emotional wound, that's a wound that, well, it's not physical. It's emotional. And where are your emotions? Can you see your emotions? You can't see your emotions. Your emotions, well, let's say it's in here. This is my left side. I don't know if the camera's reversed or anyway, your emotions. So it's a wound, we could say in this thing here that we have here in our chest. That's like I think the kids, they do a different kind of heart. The young, I don't know how they something. Anyway, this is a heart. Okay, this is a heart. So, an emotional wound, we could say, is a wound that it's in here. It's in the heart. And it's a wound which, well, a wound is a wound. It's an injury. Now, the thing with emotional wounds is, unlike physical wounds, which you would get, say, on the back of your hand or anywhere, they heal over time automatically. We see them heal over time. As long as you're getting the nutrients that your body needs in order for it to heal, well, the body will go through its processes and it'll heal the wound. It'll heal slowly over time. But with emotional wounds, it's not exactly the same thing. It's a little different, the healing process for an emotional wound. And well, the thing is, a lot of times, people have emotional wounds which don't heal. You may have seen someone who has, let's say, had a disproportionate reaction to something. Like, let's say you were hanging out with a friend, and as you were hanging out with them, your arm brushed against their shoulder a certain way, and they had a disproportionate reaction to it, which means instead of reacting how you would expect someone to react or think they would normally react, they'd be like, oh, it's nothing, it's just someone brushing their arm against me. Their reaction was, it was a bit more. It was a lot more. And all of a sudden they maybe got upset. They got really mad about it. They started yelling. Things like that, those are usually signs of an emotional wound. And that is a wound in the heart. That is an unhealed wound. And the thing is with those wounds and the spiritual oppression that can come with them, those unhealed wounds, well, along with having that disproportionate reaction, you'll also notice afterwards, as you're trying to speak with them to maybe calm them down, to talk them down just a little bit, you'll notice that the words that you're saying, they don't seem to be registering properly. Something seems to be happening within them where they're hearing the words that you're saying, but it's like there's sort of a wall or a filter, and it's like it's not quite making it all the way through. Maybe one or two, some of it is making it through, like I have one finger, 5 for everything you're saying, right? Let's say that's all 5. But it's like 1 or just 2 is making it through. See, what's going on there is this person has an emotional wound, and because of that emotional wound, there is a filter there now. And the filter, we could say that's that spiritual oppression that's going on there, a sort of spiritual warfare. Yeah. So that's what I mean by emotional wounds open you to spiritual oppression. And in order to fix that or not have that happen to you where that's all that's getting through, or that or that, 2 fingers, 1, that's all that's getting through, what you have to do is you have to heal this wound that you have in here, this emotional wound. Now, a lot of the times with these emotional wounds, what it is it's a lack of forgiveness, or we could say unforgiveness. See, the person who created that wound within them, a lot of the times they hold on to unforgiveness. And forgiveness is you releasing that wound. It's what caused the wound in the first place. You're releasing that. And after you release that, there comes a healing that it's hand in hand pretty much. As you release the wound heals. It heals pretty quickly, just like how the wound on the back of your hand heals once you have enough calories and nutrients in your body for it to heal properly. It's the same thing with an emotional wound. So, emotional wounds open you up to spiritual oppression. Emotional wounds, unforgiveness, you have to let it go. You have to release it. You have to let go of the hurt and the pain that is keeping that wound open. You have to release it. Now, releasing the wound doesn't mean, let's say it was caused by a person who did something, let's say they did something horrible to you. They were really, really bad to you as you were, maybe it was your next door neighbor, your best friend. They did something really horrible to you growing up. You don't have to go and find them and have a relationship with them again or anything like that. You don't have to do that. You just need to let go of what it is that you're holding on to within that wound. You have to let go of the hurt, of the pain. Now, that doesn't mean accepting them back in your life, taking them back, bringing back the relationship and having it, you guys shaking hands, and no, it doesn't mean that. You just need to let go of the hurt and the pain that they caused you. And once you let go of that, just like a physical wound, your emotional wound will heal, and you'll no longer be open to spiritual oppression, because those spirits, demons, they no longer have anything to latch on to get through and I guess you could say manipulate you through. A healed heart is a happy heart. Well, it's a heart that can't be can't be manipulated. Yeah. So, emotional wounds open you up to spiritual oppression. Be well and go in peace.